Good morning. I'm going to do a demonstration of my ThueTrader Momentum Long CS. CS stands for Charles Schwab. This is a hotkey trader. Let's see. I want to get some of the warnings out. This is test software. People can and do lose money trading stocks. Only trade money you can lose. You should practice trading in a paper account to get your strategy down before using this software. You cannot paper trade with this. It's in active development. Not affiliated with Charles Schwab. Not affiliated with Russ Cameron. Not affiliated with Keycool or anybody else. I'm not liable for any trading losses or malfunction of this software. Use it at your own risk. In my opinion, I would not trade Charles Schwab without using this. This is, let's see. Let's connect it up and get going with it. So we connect. You got to log into your Charles Schwab account, and you need the redirect URL. So let's do that. Accept. These are my accounts that I have linked to this, and we are done. This is because this is an OAuth. This is the way I just have it set up. Actually, I had at one time a different program that would do the authentication. Excuse me, and it's connected. So the first stock that came up was, well, I had SPHL in there from the other day. It's not tradable, so when this program starts up or when you trade stocks, I have it set to test stocks, and it adds it to a list, so it won't test it again today. Tomorrow it'll test it, it'll start over and test it again. But apparently SPHL cannot be traded, so it does a red thing, so you're not sitting there trying to watch it until 10 minutes in, you get a setup, and then bam, can't trade it. Now, let's see. So if you look at the messages, opening transaction with screen must be placed with broker. Contact us. So I got it right. Let's see. Let's try this one. And let's So you try, let's try this one. Okay. I didn't even turn this on today. Yep, it's on. Okay. I use the Keycool keypad, and I have a button up here that I have programmed to do the hotkey Control-Alt-Y, Control-C, and then Control-Alt-Y. So I have to do two things. You hit that, and it automatically goes into the trading program. And it tests it, and it's good to go. So you do not have to be in this program to push things over to it, to move symbols, or to trade it. This program, once you get it set up, you just go with it. I like to use Warrior Trading, because I like the way the stocks come in linearly. And so if you're looking at Guav, you might want to push that over. And that is, you can trade that if you want. Let's see. Vero. Oh, that looks kind of neat. If you want to trade that, you just click that, and Vero's over there. Let's see. Can't get them out of this list right here. So if I went to SVRE, that was looking good. So then that. So you could be on a totally different screen. You could just be anywhere you want, and you could pull the symbol into the program. The other thing is, if like I have another key, just push Control V. So if I say Guav, put that in there. GWAV, I should stop saying that. Okay, and then you, yep. So we put it over there with this key. So this Hotkey puts it in the clipboard and then does the Control-Alt-Y and puts it over in the program. But if you just do this key, it was just Control-V and it's in there. Pretty cool. So then you can pull stuff from mortgage trading and pull it into your TOS really quick. You don't even need to use your keyboard. Don't even touch my keyboard because it's just all going around back and forth. Let's see. So we got, you can have multiple counts. I'm not sure which count I have right now. I'm just hiding the available. So my IRA, you can peek at it, you can add counts right there. Let's see, so now we're going to the base quantity. So now we're in GWAV. We have a base quantity. Let's just put this down. You can have this at 10, 100, 1,000, or 1 if you're starting out. Let's see, so if I want to buy, say, 9 stocks, this would be, hit the 9 up here. Let's see if I'm in the right account. Yep, so you see how it just appeared over here. So now we bought 9 and we're up 57 cents. Pretty cool. Let's see, now let's buy one more. Make it 10. Let's buy 2 more, make it 12. Now these keys, something's going on. Now these keys, I think that's warrior trading beeping at me. These keys down here, these 3 at the bottom are cells. This is sell quarter, this is sell half, and this is sell all. These 2 keys, they calculate. Might not always be rounded right, but it's half and quarter. This one just sells your whole position. So if I want to say at 12, I want, let's see, my position size is 12, so let's sell a quarter of them. And you just sold 3. Let's see, so half, I just lost $1.50, holy moly. So I sold half of the 9, which sold 4, and now we can just sell the whole position and get out of there. Nice. So that is the selling. We just talked about the test, we talked about the base quantity. This mode I was watching Ross Cameron do a challenge with Webull, so I put this in. Be careful with this because you can trade your whole account with it. So if you have this on and the multiplier takes your keys here, so if you have, like, if you push 9 times 11, it's 99% of your account. It'll buy stocks with it. Of course, you hit 5, it'll be 55%. It takes the ask plus your offset here and buys. Yeah, it'll buy that. So whenever I do a buy or a sell, I use the offset, and that's 6-cent offset. This is all pre-market what I'm doing right now. So I have a 6 cent on top of the ask. So let's see, or on top of the, top of the ask. So when I do a buy, say a 6.13, so it'd be 6.19, but since there's shares here at whatever price, oh, look at that just fall. Okay, well, that's just nice. So okay, so 6 cents, if I went to buy, it'd be 6 cents above here, but it would just buy at whatever price is down here. And if it's going up quickly, it would just keep buying until your position is filled, up until 6 cents above. And same thing with the sell. So sell is 6 cents below the buy. So if this is going down pretty quick, 6 cents is, there's only one time where the 6 cents did not, I didn't get a sell order in because it was moving fast. It was dropping like a rock. But every other time, every other time it has sold it for me, and that is a big thing, because when you're selling and you're trying to sell what your position is and it's dropping, you want to get out. And if you can't get out, if you got into a bad position, you can't get out. I was using this one, this little number pad, and it was sell, cancel, sell, cancel, sell, cancel, sell, cancel, because, and finally you get out way down. You're out. If you're in a position for 1,000 shares, you're out thousands of dollars. With this, it's not as likely. It still can happen, of course. This is test software, so just be careful with it. Let's see. I put this use 4 times through it. So this this works with margin. Let's go over to my other account. Let me just take this off here. Where is the... Okay, sorry about that. I just want to switch accounts. If you put the caret right here, if you click that, it'll show your account number. And I don't want to show my account number. I also put available. So this is my small account. My IRA is the other account. So if you don't want to show, if you're showing somebody something on YouTube, you can just turn this off and you won't see the available amount. Now we can do this multiplier. Maximum is 11, which makes sense. 9 times 11 is 99%. I don't need to go to 100, and you know you won't get 99% because of that 6 cent offset down here. So, but you get pretty close. This stock is on the back side. We don't want to test that one. How could we find one on the front side? What is this one? I should look first. Oh, that's interesting. Let's go over here. Let's paste this. It's kind of all over the place. So, well, let's just show local stops too, okay? So I have stops. It's Premarket. I use local stops. Now look at that go. So I use local stops. So this button right here, I have set to do the local stop. So, oh, I can't trade BRDX. Ah, look at that red. Oh, nuts, man. Okay. Getting schwabbed. Schwab. What is it? Tradable? Nope, that's not tradable. And hopefully someday they stop doing this ridiculous thing and you just uncheck this button, or I'll uncheck the button. I'm kind of moving over to Alpaca, but Alpaca doesn't allow IRAs yet. They are in the early this year, 2026. So whenever they get moved over, I will move. I've already written the software to trade with them. I just can't put my IRA into them yet. That would be nice. And then I'll still use Schwab charts because I like those charts, and Warrior Trading. I like these charts because things come in linearly. They're not like the watch list where stuff appears in the watch list and then you're not really seeing if it's moving or not. You can, I have it so I can put it in other charts, and then my my alerts will alert me when something's moving, but just tend to prefer this. This is nice. Let's see. Is Vero one? You get what you pay for, and you're really getting some nice software with this. So Vero. What are you doing? You're going down. Well, let's just click over here, bam, 0. Okay, well, let's say I want to, I'm thinking this is going to, oh, it's already crossed over. But we can use it as an example. Okay, so say you think it's going to be nicer up here, like if you were going to, look at that. Might just flip it back over. So I want to put a stop in, pre-market stop. So this is local, this is not in the market. So I put one in 578. Okay, let's go down a little bit. So, whoops. Okay, let's do it again. Stop blocked. Okay, 568, which is still down here. Let's leave it there. You should have it below this list right here, but that's kind of far down. So if you put the plus or minus while it's the stop is here, it will, you control that, the price where it's going to stop. If the stop is not locked, it will control the offset right here. Oops, plus minus, plus minus. So okay, so now let's go with stop again. Okay, so stop's locked at 598. That's a pretty good spot. Let's invest half our account into this. So half our account is, yeah, so about 8 shares. So the stop's locked at 598. Now we're into the other account. Okay. So we're up 24 cents. Woo! Probably should have the stop below here, but that's quite a distance, I think. Now we're getting top and tails, so it didn't break out. Well, that's okay. So we're going to stop out. Yep, selling all. So it just sold it. We lost $1. So that's kind of a false breakout there, I'd call it. It didn't keep going. So, yeah, lost $1. So now we have $50 available. So this is a cash account. This looks at available funds, cash available for withdrawal. And since that is, if it was a margin account like my other account, it would stay at that. And I'm not sure if this works, or yeah, that works. But I'm not sure if this Forex Trading Power works. So let me know. Because for the multiplier, it uses your available cash to figure out how much you can buy. Excuse me. Now here's the real-time prices and positions. So when it first starts up, it uses REST API calls, and it calls until the WebSocket is connected. The WebSocket might connect. It might take 8 to 14 seconds to connect. So it does REST calls. It does gets this information every half second, and then it gets the position size every 1.5 seconds. And so it keeps doing the position size because the WebSocket doesn't give that to you. So, and then once that WebSocket is done, it stops doing the REST calls for the price and volume and all that stuff. And Schwab limits you to 120 calls per minute, whereas like Alpaca, I think, limits you to 10,000 calls per second. So this is the WebSocket in Charles Schwab is pretty solid, I'd say. It takes a little while to get connected, but once it does, I've never seen a problem with it. And I started developing this a couple months ago because I was so frustrated with Schwab, and all of a sudden I took a loss, and I was trying to get out of the stock, and it just kept falling, and I was clicking back and forth. I said, I'm done. And so I didn't see anything else I liked at the time, and I thought, well, I made this developer account in Schwab like a year ago, I think I was going to do something else, and so I decided just to make this. I wouldn't trade, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't trade without this Schwab. I hope they get rid of this. That would, where it's not tradable. Okay, So what we're losing $1. So this is your stop. We already went through that. You can adjust the stop manually here or with the hotkeys. You can't adjust the offsets with hotkeys. You have to just come in here and adjust those. But once you put these where they're at, you just don't even I don't even mess with them. Yeah. Order types are limit or market. Let's see. Session is seamless. That will you can keep trading into the day. I trade pre-market before work, so I trade Central Time 6 to 7:30, and so this is set up for me to trade pre-market. I like my stops pre-market. I like my offsets. The duration is day, so your orders only last a day, and I even have a button here to auto cancel. I don't know if I ever even use this. You can uncheck that or check it. So if your order's sitting out there, it just canceled after 5 seconds. You don't want to do that anymore. Now, what was I going to say? Now the safety timer, that's kind of something I'm trying to build in case I forget that this is on. It just deletes the symbol out of here, so it won't trade after 60 minutes. This thing's pretty dangerous I think to leave sitting around. You could have your cat come up here and make an order, sell it, whatever, do it if you're off in the bathroom or somewhere, or you leave this sit for any period of time. If you have a 3-year-old child, toddler, grandson, whatever, come in, they can start oh, look at the pretty lights. They can start messing with the pretty lights and start buying and buying and buying. So I would make sure that you shut this off or shut down the program. Yeah. This is a quick reference for hotkeys. I don't know. There's hotkeys I don't use. Toggle limit market. You can do that. You try that. I don't use that, so not tested very well. A lot of this is tested. Some of it's tested very well. I use it all the time. In other parts of the program, don't use it all. Let's see. You can go over here and use you view the hotkeys, and you have a log. So just log what's happening. You have a problem with something. Here's the place to look. Let's see. I have directions on how to. It's experimental software. I have directions on how to run the exe. You need to set up environmental variables to do this. You will also need to get a developer account. These are the hoops you got to jump through to do this. You got to get a developer account with Schwab. And they usually approve it. I think they approved mine pretty quick. A couple hours, I think it was. They approved that pretty quick. I don't know if a bunch of people are using this program. We're going to ask for a developer account. I don't know if they slow that down at all, but they let me have one. You'll create a new app. You probably saw mine before. I called it Trade Mom. It's Trade Momentum, but yeah, it can be whatever. You only get one, and you can use that over and over again for different applications. You need to set the redirect in that developer portal to this right here. So when you saw me that I logged in, it went to that redirect, and then we logged in. The accounts you log in with are kind of weird. So I have my Gmail account for logging into the developer portal normally, or Schwab itself. But then when you do the redirect, you use your account in the redirect, your actual account you log into Charles Schwab with. I forgot to mention the account over here that you're going to add to this is this number up here at the top, up to the S. Don't include the S. Looks like a 5, but it's an S. So I got 5. So I have that account in there. Let's see. I set the order limit. You can set that. I don't know why they have you set that, but just set it to 120. You'll need both accounts, the trading production and market data production, because you want to get. We need the market data, but we also need your account data or the program. I don't need it. I don't care. And then it'll show you the API key and secret. Now you put those in your environmental variables. Those I keep those in there just because they're hard to get at for anybody that would be malicious. I do keep account data and all these settings in another file, the JSON file. But you need to OAuth, so it's pretty safe, I think. Anyways, because we had to do all that redirect stuff. There's how to set up environmental variables. Just follow the directions and you'll get it set up. If you have any problems, first place, good resource is ChatGPT or whatever, Claude or whatever AI, Gemini, or I don't know, whatever AI you talk to. Just do that. If you, let's see, you're ready. Again, this is test software. Use it at your own risk. Practice with it, basic quantity 1, before you really start using it. Let's see, did we go through all the hotkeys? So 1 through 9, these are the cells, plus and minus. You have to have one function key, so I set that to function key right there. This is a cancel all button. This is your stop. This is your control and paste into the program. This is control V. Nothing really special hotkey about that. I did put the market key up here, switch over market, but I don't use it because I don't trade past 7:30 in the morning. I'm then off to work. And let's see. If you like this program, give this video a like. Buy me a cup of coffee. If it makes you a bunch of money, buy me a bunch of cups of coffee. If you start losing, put down your base quantity to 1 and just practice, or even go and paper trade for a while. Let's see. I do have some stuff coming back here. This just kind of shows what you can bring back. So I'm just doing some calculations with the R volume. The hard to borrow. This one's hard to borrow. That's nice. This is what Charles Schwab says is hard to borrow. So take that for what it is. Let's see. Schwab doesn't send back too much data. So I was like, if you try and look for like float in their API, they have it in their API, but it sends back 0 every time. That's really frustrating. I created another version of this program that pulls it out of Y-Finance, which is Yahoo, which is better than nothing. 80% of the time, 80 to 90% of the time, it matches up with what Warrior Trading says. So but sometimes it just like it'll say 150 million and Warrior Trading will say 6 million. Or I've seen that before. So it could be like they haven't sold those stocks yet, and 6 million is just what's out there. But maybe it's just totally wrong anyways. I don't know. But anyways, if you want to add stuff to that, stuff like that. I did try to do Eggers. That's a little harder. And I was getting it to work like half the time, and I'm like, nah, I'll just use Y-Finance. And there are professional ones you can pay for. Yep, you can do that. You just add all that stuff in here. And, this is a good program to use as a base because it has how to do the OAuth to get into your account to work with the data. It also let's see. I also like how I do the REST and the WebSocket in here. And if you are messing with that on the calls, there is in the developer portal. Let me see if I can pull that up quick. They have, let's see, I'm in here, sign in. Sorry, give me 1 second here. They have, whoops, then I signed in with the wrong account. Or wrong credentials. Wrong account. They have the app analytics. I don't think there's any. So this is got my app. This is my error rate, 0% right now. So if you start just getting too many API calls per minute, it'll stop sending data back, and you will get like a 409, or is it 429? I think you get a 409 error back, and then that will show up here. And if you're doing any, if you're probably, you know, nailing this, like switch, you probably will. If I'm doing any, and I'm probably was developing on this or something else in the last 14 days, so I bet I have some, yep, to 11 errors. When I was first developing this, I was getting hundreds, just maybe thousands of that, but yep, using it this morning, getting none. No errors. That's my app details. I think there's some sensitive information on that, but your key is also there. Your key and your secret are there, and let me just check that out quick. Yep. Yeah, I can show you this. So on that other tab, I got part of it hidden up here. I just email and stuff like that. So it's production, ready for use. There is your callback. This is the one we use right here. I started with this one, so don't use that one. Order limit 120. The API I was set to do both these two, and this is my app key and secret. If you hit these eyeballs, you will see the app key and you will see the secret. So, you know, you don't need to keep them anywhere else. And sometimes if you use some software, they will do it one time, you can never see it again, but Schwab lets you see it again. So that's that. Oh, let's see. So yeah, that's it. I kind of showed you some trading stuff. This program is set to, the WebSocket sends data to this program constantly. When something changes, it sends it to this. But the program limits updates to every 50 milliseconds when the WebSocket is active. These have never really worked that well, the WebSocket, because we switch it and it just stays like that. So, but I don't ever look at that. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, or if you see a bug or something, let me know. I'm not going to add any collaborators to the software because I want to keep it safe, so nobody try and keep out anybody that would do anything malicious. And so you can trust me or you cannot trust me. It's up to you. If you don't trust me, just use do the VS Code and put the code in there, and put the code into like Claude or something like that, and say, is this safe? Is this going to send information maliciously to somebody else, or just is it safe? It'll probably say no, because we have global hotkeys, and global hotkeys allow you to control the program from anywhere else in your desktop. You get past that, and there's no other issues with the program. I tried it just to see what it does, and yeah. And then you can run it from there, and you can make changes. You can vibe code or whatever you want to do, and customize it to your trading style. Again, thank you. Like it, subscribe, and buy me a cup of coffee. I'd like to get that Warrior Trading subscription. I just have the day trade dash, and I like that. And I use it all the time, except for when I'm on vacation. Let's see. So if we let's see. Oops, why didn't that work? JFBR. So let's test that. Oh, I didn't like that. Nope. Nope. Oh, they really limit you, don't they? Did we do JAGX already? Oh, JAGX is good. Let's see what that's doing. Oh my gosh. So we want to wait for a pullback. Okay. I am going to keep trading. Good luck in your trading. Happy trading. Thank you.